All right, another action-packed night of high school football here in Hampton Roads. Thanks for joining us on Friday Night Redzone. A four-time defending state champ opening its season, and two teams with high Beach District hopes square off in an early season showdown. All that coming your way in moments. But we start with Maury. Two road trips against great competition, kicking off the campaign for the Commodores, most recently picking up their first win in a thriller at Verina last week. Tonight, on their home field for the first time in 2025. Bishop McNamara out of Maryland making the trip down to face Doreen McCain and company. Commodores strike first in the first. Damo Everett on the fourth down hits a streaking Elijah Moss. He'll cut back, make his way in for the score, 6-0 Maury. Same score in the second. Tayshawn Branch takes the handoff, caps off the drive with a 14-yard touchdown rush here. Commodores lead 14-7 at the half. Tied at 14 now in the fourth quarter. Mustangs make it interesting. Donovan Barnes scampers all the way down to the 1. This would set up a touchdown on the next play, and Maury trails by a score. But more fight in the Commodores. Everett with the fake, keeps it himself, gets through for the touchdown. We are going to overtime. After the Mustangs score, check out Everett again. Getting good at that move, finds the space to score his second rushing TD of the night. So we go to a second overtime, and if you've seen it once or twice, how about a third time? Damo Everett again scores the Commodores 3 final touchdowns. This one goes to 3 overtimes, but your boy here having to leave after the second to get this show ready. Charlie McCoy boots the game-winning field goal, gives Maury the 38-35 thrilling win. Wow, take a breath there, Commodores. Oh, what a wait it's been for Phoebus, right? The Phantoms waiting patiently as every other team in Hampton Roads kicking off, but tonight finally getting their season underway. A 49-game winning streak accompanies Phoebus into the season, along with 4 consecutive state titles. Jeremy Blunt's squad at Todd Stadium facing Denby to open things up. They're all fired up. But Phoebus, well, they're Phoebus. Watch Maricus Banks look over the middle, fighting Jaden Javier, and he will turn on the afterburners. This is a 53-yard touchdown. Phoebus the first to score. Later, more from the visitors. DeAndre White getting through. He's going to sack Kevin Parker here way behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to force the punt. Defense looking good as always. Then it's Tyree Diggs, more offense. Steamrolling the ball through multiple defenders, puts the team in great position. He will score on the very next play. Phantoms roll on their opener. Pretty big over Denby there. Well, Kings Fork fresh off a win last week, traveling to Deep Creek for its first Southeastern District matchup. Pick it up third quarter. Deep Creek trying to make some noise against the Bulldogs, but the visitors, the defense stepping up, forcing the fumble and recovering. Then DeAndre Artis-Boone rolls to his left, finding Terrell Goodwin, who will finish the job and get in for the score. Later, more from Boone. He'll escape pressure here, finding a wide open Kamanza Jones separating from the defense. Kings Fork shutting out the Hornets 34-0. Well, still ahead, Bayside looking for a 3-0 start, but a talented Kempsville team standing in the Marlins' way. We're heading out to the beach right after this. Yeah, Schiller's probably not even home yet, right after that triple overtime thriller for the Commodores earlier this evening. Big win for Maury at home tonight. Well, meanwhile, at the beach, Bayside and Salem both out to hot starts. The Marlins and Sun Devils looking to stay perfect on the young season, but a couple Beach District foes hoping to ruin those hopes. Let's send it to WTKR News 3's Mello Stiles. He has a wrap-up from the Resort City.
Friday night football on the beach, 2 games that if you weren't at, you're going to look at these highlights and think, well, why wasn't I? Let's take a look. Let's start things at Salem, where the Lansdowne Eagles were looking for a big win against the ascending Salem Sun Devils. Early in the first quarter, Eagles ball. Amarius Evans gets the handoff, and the Sun Devil defense decides to throw a party in the backfield, causing the Eagles to lose yards. Same drive, Eagles are going to test their luck through the air. Anthony Turner finds Aiden Ross for a big gain, but that drive doesn't pan out the way the Eagles want to, so the Sun Devils take a crack at it on offense. Landon Krols hands it off to Kyrie Sutton, and Sutton sees daylight, but he gets tripped up before he can make it into the end zone. Coach Mark Hall says, "Don't worry, kid, I'll give you another try." Sutton gets the handoff and takes a big hit, but he's in the end zone for 6. Eagles looking to respond. Turner takes a snap, moves the pocket, looks deep, finds Gabriel Williams. He's in for 6. That will tie the game up at 7. In the end, the Sun Devils will pull away in this one with a 21-14 victory. Now, let's head over to Kempsville. They're welcoming in Bayside, and many people had the game slide as game of the week. Kempsville is up 21-0 at the half. Second half, Marlins have the ball. Kyron Brown takes the handoff. Elijah McDaniel says, yeah, not so fast. Get over here. Tackle for a loss. Chiefs will end up taking over on offense. Now Josh Hawley finds Jalen Batten. Oh, my, he's in for 6. Chiefs 28-0. But then, this game gets interesting. Hawley looks to pass, but Marlins Isaiah Newton says, yeah, I'll take that. Thanks. Interception. Marlins ball. Bayside QB Cam Kirby was trying to make magic happen all night. He keeps the ball. He finds a few creases, and he's off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. He's in for 6, but it was a little too late. Chiefs buckled down when it mattered most, and they shut all the doubters up tonight with a big 37-20 victory. No matter if you won this week or you lost, now you can only celebrate or mourn in this for about 24 hours, and all 4 teams will be looking to their next matchup in the near future. Reporting Virginia Beach, Romello Stiles, WTKR, News 3 Sports.
All right, Mello, thanks very much there. Great report from the beach. Well, meanwhile, Hampton, no trouble putting up points in a shootout win last week. Tonight, the Crabbers taking their home field for the first time in 2025, opening up their Peninsula District slate against a team looking for win number 1. Menchville with eyes on pulling off the upset at Darling Stadium. But Hampton says, maybe not. Montrell Harrison runs a yard to add a touchdown to get an already great score going. Hampton up 34-0 at this point. Menchville trying to connect here, turns it back over, and Hampton making some moves. Casey Lassiter scoots it in, coming up here to give Hampton a comfortable lead. 40-0, Crabbers go to 2-0 with a convincing win at home this evening at Darling Stadium. Well, I see Norcom hoping to upset an angry Verina team this evening. Greyhounds looking to get something going early. Here's a positive play, but that Blue Devils would own tonight in Portsmouth. Here on the screen pass to Trayvon Rogers. He'll get deep into Norcom territory, down inside the 30-yard line. Then Caleb Weich finding Zaliak Brown on the outside. He'll rumble down and get this one all the way down to the 1-yard line. And that would set up a Blue Devil score, one of the many on the night. Norcom suffers the shutout defeat at home this evening. Nansemond and Suffolk coming off that first one of the Robbie Duncan era, traveling to Collegiate. Home opener for Collegiate. They outscored their opponent 72-21 to start the year. Here, Madden Gilliatt's pass is complete, but fumbled, recovered by Tavion Johnson. It's going to set up Sam Setter. He'll run it in from 10 yards out. 20-0 Cougars. Then Tate Quimby will pick up the bobbled pass right here. Take this one back 75 yards for the score. Nobody's going to get him. 26-zip. Saints fall on the road in shutout fashion. 33-0 the final. Back after this. All right, let's catch you up on some of the other action. There's Nansemond River with the shutout victory. Western Branch going to 3-0 with a 30-13 victory over Hickory. Big wins there. Also in the Southeastern District, Indian River going to 2-0, 28-7 victory at Great Bridge tonight. And there's Green Run also staying undefeated with the big victory in the Beach this evening. Moving right along here, Churchland staying perfect. Their 37-18 win over Granby moves them to 3-0. Norfolk Academy and Atlantic Shores clashing on the private circuit with the Bulldogs getting the 41-12 victory. And then we move to the Bay Rivers. Big ones here tonight. Poquoson taking care of Tab 21-10. Jamestown cannot make it back-to-back victories. Still putting up a fight though. War Hill taking that one 56-16. Now, our new feature here, the play of the night. Let's go to Phoebus. Maricus Banks finds Jaden Javier. This a 53-yard touchdown connection would start the scoring for the Phantoms. That the beautiful shooting of our chief photojournalist Wade Frankham, who was out there tonight. Phoebus opening their season with a 49-7 victory over Denby. They now have won 50 consecutive games. I believe they're too shy of the record, right guys? Asking the sportsbook guys over there, too shy of the record. Yeah, 52 is the record, so they are definitely closing in here, but a big victory tonight for Phoebus. And that wraps up tonight's edition of Friday Night Red Zone. Hey, we're not done. Be sure to head to the WTKR pages on Facebook and Instagram. We got No Limit Sports Live. The guys from Sports Plug 757 standing by. You drive the conversation, guys. That's coming your way in moments where you, the fans, get to tell us what we're talking about. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We'll see you in just a second.